How about we show a simple illustrative example as to how statistics works? Okay, so for this example, we will discuss why statistics is an art and science, how to collect data, how to analyze data, present the data, and interpret data in order to help decision makers in making their decisions. Okay, so I have here a set of data of the historical stock prices of a certain company. So how did I get this information? It's actually everywhere in the internet. So let me go ahead and show you how I collected this raw data. We'll be needing the help of our friend Google. Let me open a new tab. So let me type in Yahoo historical stock prices. Hope my internet will cooperate with me. So you see there, yahoo.com. Go ahead and click this link here. So we are now on the yahoofinance.com webpage, and you can see here a lot of options, summary chart conversations, and we are actually where we want us to be. We are looking for data. So you can select the time period where your historical data should come from. So here it's from June 19, 2019 to June 19, 2020. So you can go ahead and download the historical data, and you're gonna have your set of data. So let me go back to my workbook. So now I'm back on my workbook. So I have here my data set of historical stock prices. So what I wanted to do is to focus on this column, the adjusted close stock prices. So let me compute the maximum price, the minimum price, and the mean or the average price. Let me just bold the letters here. Okay, so let me just add some color. Let's start with yellow. And how about orange one? This is this orange, and a green one. I'm sorry. Here, let me put here the orange. All right. So I'm looking for the maximum price of the adjusted close stock prices from this time period. So the formula is max. And to select this entire column, you just have to press Control Shift and the page down button, and it will automatically select everything in that column, and then enter. Now I have the maximum price of 13.4694. How about the smallest price? Let me select that again. So active cell, press Control Shift, page down, enter. Now I have the least price or the minimum price of 5.49. How about the average price for this time period? So that would be equals average. And let me make this an active cell. So Control Shift, page down button, and enter. Okay, so I now have the maximum price, the minimum price, and the average adjusted close prices of the stock prices of this certain company. Now let me make a chart just to make a better presentation of my analysis of the stock prices, simple analysis of the stock prices. So I'll be needing this column, the date, and the adjusted close column. Well, one problem probably that you'll encounter is on selecting these two unadjusted columns. If these columns are close together, it would be easier to select. But for unadjusted stock prices, well, all you have to do is to select or use Control Shift, page down, while holding the control button, click on that column for adjusted close, and then go ahead and press Control Shift down arrow. Page down button, and now you have selected two columns. So I want to add a line graph. Let me select the first one. All right, let me just drag this here up so I could place it side by side with my computation. Okay, so let me just change this. Let me just format that this part of the graph. We go to the number, and of course this is currency. So now I have here, I was able to change it to currency. All right. Adjust the close. This is for Yahoo. Okay. So now I have my max mean price and the average price. I have the graph to show the trend in the movement of the stock prices here to better understand the movement of the stock prices. Okay. So next we need to print our output. So one of the, well, the easiest way to do that is to actually go to your print at your end, look at your print preview. Well, the problem here is that you are given 13 pages to print, but what you want is just to print a certain part of the workbook. So let me go back here. So what we're going to do is to select this part of our workbook, and that's what we're going to print. So we need to go to the page layout, select this dialog launcher. So we want actually to print the titles, I'm sorry. So first, let's set up the margin. Oh, let me go back here. It's a little bit wide, so let me put it on landscape. On the margin, maybe horizontal. Now header. Let's set up the header. For the footer, I want to present. Now let me go back to the header first. Yeah, custom header. So for the header, I want it to be page 1 of 1 so that I would know what page am I printing and of how many pages. And for the custom footer, I want to place here maybe 8 and the time. And for the right section of my footer, I'll be writing here my name to indicate that I have prepared this report. All right, and for the center section, I want it to be, oh no, I already have the page number, the top part of the page, so let me just click here OK. And for the last part of our setup of our printing, this is where it's going to be crucial because we need to select which part of our workbook are we going to print. So let's set the print areas. All right, I guess we're done. So you click OK. And let me go to my print preview. There you go. I have now selected which part of my workbook am I going to print. So it says here, page 1 of 1, and it's the date and time that I have prepared or printed this workbook or this paper or presentation. And I have here my name as the preparer of this report. Okay, so I guess we have here presented the process in statistics. So it's art. Well, we have used charts, though we have not changed some colors here. We have collected data. We went to the internet to select or to collect historical stock prices. We did some analyzing here by determining the maximum price, the minimum price, and the average price of this company. Well, the presenting part is here. We try to prepare a report, a chart showing the trends in the stock prices, stock movement from June 17, 2019 up to June 17 or June 18, 2020. So we are presenting here our computation of the maximum price, minimum price, and the min price. Okay, and this report that we're making will help decision makers in making their decisions. Well, that's it for now, class. I hope you learned something from this video. Have a good day, everyone.